we're gonna take a look at sharpening a saw. By no means am I teaching anyone how to do any of this, but I'm just gonna show how I do it, because I know this is a hot topic with chainsaw people. This is the kit I use. I mean, you don't really need a kit. If you just have one of these and one of these, like a circular file and a flat one, you should be fine. I have this one, Husqvarna. I like it because it also gives you the angle, which is what you need in order to sharpen it if you don't want to eyeball it. In this thing, there's also a tool. See this right here? There's a tool like this that essentially helps guide your file when you're putting it into the tooth to sharpen, and it helps you keep that 30-degree or 25-degree angle depending on your chain. But we're just doing basic stuff, so I just do basic 30. And so if you notice, we have the tooth. That's the tooth right here, and then we have the different names for this, but this is what kind of shovels the straw out as you cut into it, I think. Anyway, first we have to file the tooth, and this is where the 30-degree comes in, and you will do it every other tooth. Then you change direction, and then you'll do it from this side. Again, every other tooth. What this does is you put this on, just like that, and these grooves right here, that's what guides your file in the 30-degree angle. So we're gonna, let's see, let's get into, we'll start right here. And we just like that. Keep it at 30. And I mean, personally, that's why I kind of like here, because if you just angle it, you're in 30. So I can just do it freehand. Basically gonna have the same thing. Right now I'm using a smaller file. We're doing every other tooth, which is going to be this way, and then we switch on the other side, and every other tooth becomes that way. See? Where was I? We're just going to go right in. I'm just giving a few passes, you know, where it looks nice and clean within the tooth, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I don't want to, as soon as I see going out of the, you know, where the shine of the metal changes, it's starting to shine a little bit differently, it means my angle is off. And then I'm getting into the metal, and that's what you don't want to do. And again, this is just the way I do it. I'm sure a chainsaw repairman, a lumberjack. They've got a much better way. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, they all seem to do the same thing. Like I said, I'm not going for perfection. I just want functionality here. That's what we're going for. Functionality. For amateur chainsawing, we're going for functionality only. Yeah, I think this is, we've just made a loop. Yep. You can always tell by the shining teeth when you've made a round. Okay, so now we'll go back just to check that they're not sticking out. And as you see, this is the part right next to the tooth. So the tooth is where we just filed with a round saw. That's right here. That's the part that cuts. And then the bump right in front of it, that's the part that clears the sawdust out. And you don't want it to be above the tooth, because then you'll just make a lot of powder versus making saw chunks, you know, taking out chunks. Whenever you sharpen your saw and you start getting powder, that's when I can eyeball it pretty well too. It's not necessary for that. As you can see, the glove is how I know when I'm getting close to making a full pass. Because as I move it, it starts to move. Alright. I think that's it. Feels pretty good. Yeah, she feels sharp and angry. Alright. We'll go make some chairs next.